The lynching side. This novel doubles involvement by picturing not only a figure who, knowing he is Negro, seeks to cross for white, but a figure who believes he is white, in parts he is viewed as Negro by whites, tries to be Negro, does not achieve, determines to be white man, and now supposes of himself as someone Negro crossing for white. Anyway, while highlighting the public structure of Vain, the protagonist's existence also serves as an accusation of the European American myths category value framework, as the tale builds it through, depending on the concept of inherent ethnic features. In other expressions, the protagonist's ethnicity is summarized both as think made up and dictatorial and as think real. Notably, Booker proposed that common work is far more essential than higher education, because work is something not only recognized to Negroes who were ex-slaves, but likewise an ability they were eligible of learning. In some examples, Booker even intimated that he was not actually concerned in black colleges, and in some examples even hated them. His assurance on the faults and vices of Negroes through this time proposed that Negroes themselves were accountable for their condition. Ironically, Booker sent his girl to Wellesley College, a college for women, free arts, and then sent his daughter to Berlin to learn music. The lynching side is the climatic model of the tale's confusion. The reader does not impart anything concerning the Negro lynching praise public category, situation, and individual surroundings. Rather, does his entire anonymity fabricate him an African American everybody. Even more cynical is the truth that Tuskegee was one of the greatest employers of Negro college graduates. Booker's activities seem to point out that he was not totally opposed to higher education for Negroes. Instead, he appeared to own a belief that the plurality of Negroes should concentrate more on manufacturing education. He supposed that manufacturing education should be the fundamental concentration so that Southern Negroes could gain fundamental education and beneficial abilities that would support them in their try to supply for themselves. His faith was obviously influenced by his practice at Hampton, likewise by his relevance with Armstrong, and then improved into his task to help progress Negroes based on a manufacturing educational access, which ultimately created disagreement from others with various settings such as the Bois. Since any causes for the white masses of fierceness versus the black individual are withheld, that executs it to the reader to visualize potential motives for the lynching of black Americans. Probably, this fabricates the reader complicit with the felony against an African American person. Ideally, it encourages a crucial reappraisal of the discussion of white dominion, insinuating the experiences implied frugal, governmental, and psychosexual distances. Ethnic violence, particularly lynching, at that time symbolized an echo to the public transitions since liberation and rebuilding.